Hi everyone, this is Killshot, 99 Gaming's The Walking Dead Comics, issue number 96, Read and Explained, aka Comics with Killshot. This is the last issue in a larger world, then we're moving on to something to fear. We're going to meet Negan, we're going to lose some people that are very close to us. Not looking forward to reading all that, but we're going to pull through it. Just want to catch up really quickly, issue number 95, Rick is up at Hilltop. Ethan comes in with a message from Negan. He stabs Gregory, Rick gets involved, he kills Ethan. We don't know how popular it's going to be, but we are right around the corner. A few more issues here, and we're going to be called up to the TV show, so looking forward to getting all that going. Also, a special announcement. I know a lot of you watch the comics here. You have not yet subscribed to the 99 Comics channel. We're going to do volume recaps over there, so shortly I'm going to do all of A Larger World, just the highlights. Looking forward to your thoughts and comments. And also, that's going to be the only channel that we are going to do the completely unedited version of Negan when we get to issue number 100. So get over there and subscribe. And also, we're going to start transitioning a lot of the readings from here over there, so a little bit more incentive going forward as we do the reviews. So here we go. I've caught you completely up to date. Let's get into this one and find out what happens today. My God, Ethan! You killed him! Ethan? He tried to kill Gregory. And me. What was I supposed to do? Please, Rick, you need to understand the situation. I can explain. Things aren't as simple as they might seem. Just give me time. Put the gun down now! I don't think I will. Everyone, just calm down. Put your weapons away. I think you guys have more pressing concerns. We need to get him inside. I can't stop the bleeding out here. I need my equipment. What can I do to help? Put the gun away and let them handle this on their own. You've done enough. What about him? He's going to turn, you know. Could happen soon. We have a process. We'll take care of it. So what now? Is Rick in trouble? No, of course not. People just... this kind of thing doesn't usually happen here. Who is Negan? Where would he be keeping Crystal? I assume she was one of your group and the guy's holding her hostage. If Negan has Crystal, she's already dead. There's nothing we can do for her. There's a lot you don't know. I'll fill you in. But not here. I don't want to scare the boy. You won't. Okay then. The simplest way to put it is the Hilltop has enemies. I think we gathered that much on our own. Almost as soon as the walls were built, Negan showed up. He's the leader of a really nasty group of people he calls the Saviors. He met with Gregory, made a lot of demands, and even more threats. Gregory's not exactly good at confrontation. I'm not going to lie to you. He's not the leader I would have chosen, but the people like him. He struck a deal with the Saviors. Half of everything, our supplies, our crops, our livestock, belong to the Saviors. We make regular deliveries, and they keep the area relatively clear of the dead. That's the deal. Near as I can tell, they're a roaming band of maniacs on an unending killing spree. Word is they've killed thousands of the dead already. A guy showed up, made some threats, and now you give him half of everything? How many people are in this group, the Saviors? Nobody really knows. I know, it's screwed up. That's putting it lightly. Your leader's letting a guy who may not even be a real threat take your supplies and terrify your people? It is what it is. Gregory is good at a great many things, and other things, not so much. The food must be going somewhere, and Negan has been seen with groups as large as 20. I tried tracking them back to their home once. They saw me. I barely escaped. If they don't feel like they're getting half, or if they just want to send a message, sometimes they'll beat up the team we send to their drop point. Sometimes worse. Like today. Everyone here is too scared to stand up to them. So we work hard gathering things to hand over to these madmen. But it works. We're safe. We're not starving. If we kill all these bad guys, will you start giving us half your food and stuff? Confrontation's never been something we've had a lot of trouble with. I don't know that we even need half, just enough for all my people. You're serious? That seems like something that could be arranged. This, at this point, it feels like a different vibe. I know this happened somewhat in the TV show, but it seems like Rick wanted to do it a little bit more. Here it seems like the group really, really desperately needs the food more so in the TV show. I don't know. Leave your thoughts and comments. Hey, why are you here? It's a private ceremony. You've got no right to be here. No right! Ram! Ethan was a good man. He didn't have to die. He was scared. And back off, Samuel. I don't care how much we loved Ethan. He was trying to kill this man. All he did was defend himself. Until you can convince me none of you would have done the same, leave him alone. Ethan did a bad thing, and he died because of it. Mourn him because he's gone. But don't pretend he was anything more than a coward who attacked us. He deserved to die. What happened to your eye? Couldn't sleep last night. Went out, stumbled across a funeral pyre for the guy who attacked me. One of the mourners didn't appreciate my presence. Big guy. Understandable. They cremate people, huh? That makes sense. I know it's been crazy, but I gotta be honest. I really like it here. You're probably gonna be here for a long time, Glenn. The trailers aren't as nice as our houses, but they've got much more land in their safe zone. There are more jobs to go around, more to be done. The community seems closer, even though it's larger. That's why so many people are upset over Ethan. Everyone knows everyone here. This place is great. Just look at it. It's something special. Won't argue with you there. You two seem to have woken up on the right side of the bed. Something good happened that I miss? Nothing in particular. Mwah. Huh? Rick? Just admiring this place. It's a beautiful day, right? Rick? Gregory would like to speak to you. Come in and shut the door behind you. You wouldn't believe how painful this is. Feels like someone's twisting my insides with a mixer, shooting pains from my head to toe. It really is quite severe. You ever had to deal with something like this? I've been shot twice, and I lost a hand. Oh, I hadn't noticed. Jesus tells me you have a proposition. You think you can actually deal with Negan? That's something we'd be very grateful for. Truth of the matter is, we don't have a lot to offer in the way of supplies. Running low on food as it is, we don't have anything to spare. So this trade agreement that Jesus told me about probably wouldn't work, at least for now. Eventually, we may be able to contribute, but even then, I don't know how I'll feel knowing half of everything I send goes to a violent group of killers. Negan and his people have been a thorn in our side for some time now. I've accomplished some amazing things with this community, it's true, but we've never been strong enough to face him. One of the reasons Jesus is so diligent in bringing new communities into the fold is to lighten our burden. More sources of supplies for the offering. It was a good idea, but it hasn't seemed to make things easier with Negan. Over the last few months, things have gotten worse. I've dealt with this kind before. My people lived on the road more than off for the better part of a year. We know how to handle people like that. You saying you'll fight for us? That'd be your contribution? It's an option. We're dangerously low on supplies. Taking something back with me would go a long way to swaying my people to help you. Seriously, thanks for everything. This is more than a generous offering. Rick, if I didn't know better, I'd say you're starting to trust us. It's not easy to earn, but once you succeed in gaining my trust, it's appreciated and always recognized. This food is going to get us through the rest of winter. That won't be forgotten. When the time comes to go against Negan, you can expect Cal and me by your side, as well as others. We wouldn't want you to face them alone. What is he talking about? We're going to help them deal with this Negan guy. You volunteered us for that? No, I'm going to try to talk you into it later. Not now. It's the right thing to do. Well, I'll leave you to it. I suppose we'll be in touch then? We will. Are you really serious about this? What? Andrea, about helping these people? Of course I am. You have a problem with it? I feel lucky we made it out of here alive. They're led by a cult leader. They give offerings to murderers. They were terrifying. Did you just not notice? They were scared out of their minds when their leader was attacked. Most were so frozen they couldn't even help. Those people were pathetic. What? People have been looking at me for answers pretty much since day one. I was never asked if I wanted to be a leader. Everyone started expecting me to fill that role. Sometimes I think about why. Most of the time, I just assume it was because of my past as a police officer, which always amused me. The fact is, I was never all that good. I know the fact that I'm a father is a big part of it. My drive to protect my family's always helped those around me. But that's not it. I've been good at this for a long time, but it wasn't until now that I pinpointed it. The reason I was made leader? It's the way I see things. We all saw the Hilltop together. You saw something to love, something to ridicule, something to fear. I saw the future. Not a perfect place, not by a long shot, but it's a foundation, the start of something historic. Those people in there, they don't live in fear. They don't worry about what's on the outside of the wall. Frankly, they're completely incapable of dealing with anything from outside. They just live. This is a special place, made even more special by the fact that they need us. They need our skills, our capabilities. We can be the backbone of this network they built. They've got nearly 200 people. We can turn them into an army to protect us from anyone who would mean to do us harm, but also an army to actually face this undead menace head on. Really do something about it. I see a world without roamers, a world where children can play in the fields, a world where we don't have to be scared anymore. I know I'm not the only one of us who sometimes wonders why. Why even bother? With so much death around us, so much loss, why go on? We lost our wives, mothers, sisters, lovers, friends. That's pain enough to cripple someone, and yet we carry on. Why do we continue to survive despite it all? This is why. This place. This is what we've been living for. All our struggles and hard work have been leading to this. We've been surviving in order to reach this moment, this discovery, the Hilltop. This is our future. We can rebuild civilization now. We're one step closer to getting back to the way things were before. We can be at peace again. We can raise our children again. We can love our families again. We can let our guard down again. Whatever hardship comes out of this agreement, it'll be worth it. This changes everything. Can't you see that? We can finally stop surviving and start living. And that is it. That is where we leave it. That is the finale of A Larger World. We know it is going to be very dark moving into the next few issues, the next few chapters. So buckle your seatbelt, hold tight. It's going to be very emotional, so we'll do some of the reads here. As I said before, we'll do some of the recap and some of the therapy over on the 999 Comics channel. I'll leave a link below, or you can go to the 999 Gaming main page, check out feature channels over there, and then subscribe there. Thanks once again, everybody. My name is Killshot. Give this video a thumbs up, and look for a recap of this volume on the Comics channel, and more videos to come soon. Peace.